there've been many impacts that would have sort of destroyed all life on, let's say half of North America or something like that. There are many such impacts through the course of history.
Yeah, and there's nothing we can do about it right now.
Yeah, there was one that one that hit Siberia and destroyed, I think, a few hundred square miles.
Oh, that's the Tunguska.
Yeah,
exactly. That's the one from the 1920s, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one that coincides with that comet storm that we go through every June and every November that they think is responsible for that Younger Dryas impact. Yeah. All that shit's crazy. Thank you, before we go any further, for letting us have a tour of SpaceX.
You're welcome.
And letting us be there for the rocket launch.
Sure.
One of the absolute coolest things I've ever seen in my life. And we thought it was only I thought it was a half a mile. Jamie's like it was a mile away. Turned out it's almost 2 miles away.
Yeah.
And you feel it in your chest.
Yeah, it's
you have to wear
very
earplugs,
intense.
and you feel it in your chest, and it's 2 miles away.
Yeah.
It was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And then to go with you up into the command center and to watch all the Starlink satellites with all the different cameras and all in real time as it made its way all the way to Australia. How many minutes? Like 35, 40 minutes?
Yeah.
Wild. Watch it touch down in Australia.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy. It was amazing.
Crazy. Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
The Starship's awesome. And anyone can go watch the launch, actually. So you can just go to South Padre Island and get a great view of the launch. So it's like where a lot of spring breakers go. But we'll be flying pretty frequently out of Starbase in South Texas. And we formally incorporated it as a city. So it's actually an actual legal city, Starbase, Texas. It's not that often you hear hey, we made a city, That used to be in the old days, like a startup would be you go and gather a bunch of people and say, hey, let's go make a town. Literally.
Right.
That would have been startups in the old days.
Or a country.
Yeah, or a country.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually.
If you tried doing that today, there'd be a real problem.
Yeah,
maybe
things are so much set in stone on the country front these days.
You might be able to pull it
less,
off. You might be able to pull it off. If you got a solid island, you might be able to pull it off.
Think it's just, probably.
Like Larry Ellison owns Lanai.
Yeah, you could probably.
Is this it right here?
If you put enough effort into it, you could make a new country.
This is one of the different ones. This is one of the ones that you catch, right? Or is that one?
Yeah, that's the booster. So that's the super heavy booster. So that's the one with the booster's got 33 engines. In its by version 4 that will have about 10,000 tons of thrust. Right now it's about 8,000 tons of thrust. But that's the largest flying object ever made.
I had to explain to someone. They were going, "Why do they blow up all the time if you're so smart?" Because there was this fucking idiot on television. Some guy was being interviewed, and they were talking about you, and he goes, "Oh, I think he's a fuckwit." And he goes, "He's a fuckwit." And he goes, "Why do you say he's a fuck? Oh, his rockets keep blowing up." And someone said, "Yeah, well, why do his rockets blow?" And I had to explain.
Yeah.
Because it's the only way you find out what the tolerances are. You have to. You have to.
You have to explore the corners of the box. So when you do a new rocket development program, you have to do what's called exploring the limits, the corners of the box, where you say it's worst case this, worst case that, to figure out where the limits are. So you blow up. Not admittedly in the development process, sometimes it blows up accidentally, but we intentionally subject it to a flight regime that is much worse than what we expect in normal flight, so that when we put people on board or valuable cargo, it doesn't blow up. So for example, for the flight that you saw, we actually deliberately took heat shield tiles off the ship, off of Starship, in some of the worst locations to say, okay, if we lose a heat shield tile here, is it catastrophic or is it not? And nonetheless, Starship was able to do a soft landing in the Indian Ocean, just west of Australia, and it got there from Texas in 35, 40 minutes type of thing. So
it landed even though you put it through this situation where it has compromised shield.
It had an unusually we brought it in hot, like an extra hot trajectory with missing tiles. To see if it would still make it to a soft landing, which it did. Now, I should point out, there were some holes that were burnt into it. but it was robust enough to land despite having some holes, but yeah, because it's coming in like a blazing meteor. You can see the real time video.
Well, tell me the speed again, because the speed was bananas. You were talking about
Yeah, it's like 17,000 miles an hour.
Which
Or like,
is-
we'll call it like 25 times the speed of sound or thereabouts. So, so think about it like it's like 12 times faster than a bullet from an assault rifle. Bullet from an assault rifle is around Mach 2.
and it's huge.
Yeah. Yeah. Or if you compare it to like a bullet from a 45 or 9 mil, which is subsonic, that's it'll be about 30 times faster than a bullet from a handgun.
30 times faster than a bullet from a handgun, and it's the size of a skyscraper.
Yes. Yeah. That's fast.
It's so wild. It's so wild
Yeah.
to see, man. It's so exciting. The factory is so exciting too, because like genuinely, no bullshit, I felt like I was witnessing history. I felt like it was a scene in a movie
Right.
where someone had expectations and they like, what are they doing? They're building rockets, and you go
Yeah.
there. And as we were walking through, Jamie, you could speak to this too. Didn't you have the feeling where you're like, oh, this is way bigger than I thought it was. This is
Huge. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
It's gigantic.
fucking crazy.
That's what she said.
The amount of rockets you're making. Man, I don't know if you
10
could.
back.
Giga Chad in the house.
This is way bigger than I thought it was.
It's a giant metal dick. You're fucking the universe with your giant metal dick. That's what
Yeah,
it is.
I mean,
But it's
yeah, it is very big.
and the sheer numbers of them that you guys are making. And then this is a version, and you have a new updated version
Yeah.
that's coming soon. And what is the
Yeah,
difference?
it's a little longer.
More pointy?
It's the same amount of pointy, but it's got a bit more length. The interstage, you see that the interstage section with kind of like the grill area.
Mm-hmm.
That's now integrated with the boost stage. So we do what's called hot staging, where we light the ship engines while it's still attached to the booster. So the booster engines are still thrusting. It's still being pushed forward by the booster of the ship. But then we light the ship engines, and the ship engines actually pull away from the booster, even though the booster engines are still firing.
Whoa.
So it's blasting flame through that grill section, but we integrate that grill section into the boost stage with the next version of the rocket. And next version of the rocket will have the Raptor 3 engines, which are a huge improvement. You may have seen them in the lobby,
Yeah.
because we've got like the Raptor 1, 2, and 3, and you can see the dramatic improvement in simplicity. We should probably put a plaque there to also show how much we reduced the weight, the cost, and improved the efficiency and the thrust. So the Raptor 3 has almost twice the thrust of Raptor 1.
Wow.
So you see Raptor 3, it looks like it's got parts missing, right?
And how many of
it's
them?
very, very clean.
How many of them are on the rocket?
There's 33 on the booster.
Whoa.
And each Raptor engine is producing twice as much thrust as all 4 engines on a 747.
Wow.
So that engine is smaller than a 747 engine, but it's producing, almost 10 times the thrust of a 747 engine.
Wow.
So extremely high power to weight ratio, and
so
there's
when
33 of them.
when you're designing these, you get to Raptor 1,
Yeah.
you see its efficiency, you see where you can improve it. You get to Raptor 2. How far can you scale this up with just the same sort of technology, with propellant and ignition and engines? Like, how much further can you?
I mean, we're pushing the limits of physics here. And really, in order to make a fully reusable orbital rocket, which no one has succeeded in doing yet, including us, but Starship is the first time that there is a design for a rocket where full and rapid reusability is actually possible. So it was not. There's not even been a design before where it was possible. Certainly not a design that got made any hardware at all. We live on a planet where the gravity is quite high. Like Earth's gravity is quite high. And if the gravity was even 10 or 20% higher, we'd be stuck on Earth forever.
Really?
Like we could not use certainly couldn't use conventional rockets. You'd have to like blow yourself off the surface with like a nuclear bomb or something crazy. So on the other hand, if Earth's gravity was just a little lower, like even 10, 20% lower, then getting to orbit would be easy. So it's like this. If this was a video game, it's set to like maximum difficulty, but not impossible.
Okay.
So that's where we have here. So it's not as though others have ignored the concept of reusability. They've just concluded that it was too difficult to achieve. And we've been working on this for a long time at SpaceX. I'm the chief engineer of the company. Although I should say that we have an extremely talented engineering team. I think we've got the best rocket engineering team that has ever been assembled. It's an honor to work with such incredible people. So it's fair to say that we have not yet succeeded in achieving full reusability, but we at last have a rocket where full reusability is possible, and I think we'll achieve it next year. So that's a really big deal. And the reason that's such a big deal is that full reusability drops the cost of access to space by 100. Maybe even more than 100, actually. So maybe it could be like 1,000. You can think of it like any mode of transport. Like imagine if aircraft were not reusable. Like you flew somewhere, you have to throw the plane out. Like imagine if, like the way conventional rockets work, is it would be like if you had an airplane, and instead of landing at your destination, you parachute out, and the plane crashes somewhere, and you land at your and you land in a parachute at your destination. Now that would be a very expensive trip, and you'd need another plane to get back. Okay, but that's how the other rockets in the world work. Now the SpaceX Falcon rocket is the only one that is at least mostly reusable. You've seen the Falcon rocket land. We've now done over 500 landings of the SpaceX rocket, of the Falcon 9 rocket, and this year, we'll deliver probably, I don't know, somewhere between 2,200 and 2,500 tons to orbit with the Falcon 9 Falcon Heavy rockets, not counting anything from Starship.
And this is mostly Starlink?
Yes, mostly Starlink, but we launch many other. We even launch our competitors competitors to Starlink on Falcon 9. We charge them the same price, pretty fair. But SpaceX this year will deliver roughly 90% of all Earth mass to orbit.
Wow.
And then of the remaining 10%, most of that is done by China, and then the remaining, roughly 4% is everyone else in the world, including our domestic competitors.
It's kind of incredible how many things are in space. Like how many things are floating above us now.
There's a lot of things. Yeah.
Like, is there
Space is big, though.
Right. But is there a saturation point where we're going to have problems with all these different satellites that are...
I think as long as the satellites are maintained, it'll be fine. Space is very roomy. It's like you can think of like space as being concentric shells of the surface of the Earth. So, there's it's the surface of the Earth, but it's a series
much larger.
Yeah, it's like a series of concentric shells.
And think of an Airstream trailer flying around up there. There's a lot of room for Airstreams.
Yeah. I mean, imagine, if there were just a few thousand Airstreams on Earth.
Yeah.
What are the odds that they'd hit each other?
They wouldn't be very crowded.
Yeah.
And then you got to go bigger.
Yeah.
Because you're dealing with far above Earth, hundreds of miles above Earth.
Yeah. So it's but the goal of SpaceX is to get rocket technology to the point where we can extend life beyond Earth, and that we can establish a self-sustaining city on Mars, a permanent base on the Moon. That would be very cool. I mean, imagine if we had like a moon base alpha where there was like a permanent science base on the moon.
That would be pretty dope. Or at
Yeah.
least a tourist trap.
I mean,
A lot of people would be willing to go to the moon for a tour.
that's for sure.
To be just
Oh,
to
we could
look
probably
back.
pay for our space program with that.
Probably, yeah. Well,
Because it's like
shorts.
if you could go to the moon with and safely, I think we'd get a lot of people would pay for that.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
After the first year, after nobody died for like a
Yeah,
year.
just make sure exactly. Are you gonna come back? You know?
Because like that submarine, they had a bunch of successful launches in that private submarine before it
Yeah.
imploded and killed everybody.
that was not a good design, obviously.
It was a very bad design.
Terrible design.
And the engineer said it would not withstand the pressure of those depths. Like
Yeah.
there was a lot of whistleblowers in that company too.
Yeah, they made that out of carbon fiber, which it doesn't make any sense because you actually need to be dense to go down. In any case, just make it out of steel. If you make it out of sort of just a big steel casting, that's you'll be safe and nothing like it.
Why would they make it out of carbon fiber then? Is it cheaper?
I think they think carbon fiber sounds cool or something, but
It does sound cool.
it sounds cool, but because it's such low density, you actually have to add extra mass to go down because it's low density. But if you just have a giant, hollow ball bearing, you're gonna be fine.
Speaking of carbon fiber, did you check out my unplugged Tesla out there?
Yeah, it's cool.
Pretty sick, right? Yeah. Have you guys ever thought about doing something like that? Like having like an AMG division of Tesla where you do like custom stuff?
I think it's best to leave that to the custom shops. We're like Tesla's focus is autonomous cars. Building kind of futuristic autonomous cars. Like I think we want the future to look like the future. Did you see like our designs for like the sort of the robotic bus?
No.
It looks pretty cool.
The robotic bus? It's supposed
Yeah,
to be
the
totally autonomous
We need to
bus.
actually figure out the good name for it. Like I think we call it the Robus or there's no good. There's like what do you call this thing? But it looks cool. It's very Art Deco. It's like futuristic Art Deco, it does like I think we want to change the aesthetic over time. You don't want the aesthetic to be constant over time. You want to evolve the aesthetic. Like I have a son who's like, he's like even more autistic than me, but he has these great observations.
Who is this?
A Saxon. He has these great observations in the world because he just views the world through a different lens than most people. And he is like, Dad, why does the world look like it's 2015? And I'm like, damn, the world does look like it's 2015. Like the aesthetic has not evolved since 2015.
Oh, that's what it looks like?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
that's pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. That's like...
It's like you'd want to see that going down the road,
Yeah.
You'd be like, okay, we're in the future, It doesn't look like 2015.
What is that ancient science fiction movie? Like one of the first science fiction movies ever. Is it Metropolis? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks like it belongs in Metropolis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a futuristic Art Deco.
Yeah, well, that's cool that you're concentrating on the aesthetic. I mean, that's kind of the whole deal with Cybertruck, right? Like, it didn't have to look like that.
No, it just wanted to have something that looked really different.
Is it a pain in the ass for people to get it insured because it's all solid steel and...
I hope it's not too much. Tesla does offer insurance, so people can always
Oh.
get insured at Tesla. It is the form does follow function in the case of the Cybertruck because, as you demonstrated with your armor-piercing arrow, because if you shot that arrow at a regular truck,
It would
it
go
would
right through it.
Yeah, exactly. You
through
would have
it.
found your arrow in the wall.
Yeah.
It would
At
have
the
gone
very
through.
least, it would have buried into one of the seats.
Yeah. It's but like you could definitely make get enough of a bow velocity and the right arrow would go through both doors of a regular truck and land on the wall.
Yeah. If there was a clear shot between both doors, it probably would have passed right through.
Exactly. But the arrow shattered on the Cybertruck because it's ultra hard stainless.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought it'd be cool to have a truck that is bulletproof to a subsonic projectile. So especially in this day and age, like if the apocalypse happens, you're going to want to have a bulletproof truck. So then because it's made of ultra hot stainless, you can't just stamp the panels. Like you can't just put it in a stamping press because it breaks the press. So in order to actually, it has to be planar because it's so difficult to bend. Because it breaks the machine that bends it. That's why it's so planar, and it's not it's because it's bulletproof steel.
Right. So it is like boxy as opposed to like curved and.
Yeah, you just in order to make like the curved shapes, you take basically mild steel like annealed thin anneal in a regular truck or car. You take mild thin annealed steel, you put it in a stamping press, and it just smushes it, and makes it whatever shape you want. But the Cybertruck is made of ultra hard stainless, and so you can't stamp it because it would break the stamping press. So even bending it is hard. So even to bend it to its current position, we have to way overbend it. And so it gets so that when it springs back, it's in the right position. So it's I don't know. Like I think if you want to, I think it's a unique aesthetic. And you say, well, what's cool about a truck? Trucks are like should be, I don't know, manly. They should be macho, And bulletproof is maximum macho. Quieres más macho.
Are you married to that shape now? Like, can you do anything to change it? Like, as you get further, like I know you guys updated the 3 and the Y. Did you update the Y as well?
Yes, the 3 and the Y are updated. There's like there's a screen in the back for that the kids can watch, for example, in the new 3 and Y. So in the new Y. There's like hundreds of improvements. Like we keep improving the car, and even the Cybertruck, we keep improving it. But I wanted to just do something that looked unique, and the Cybertruck looks unique, and has unique functionality. And there were 3 things I was aiming for. It's like, let's make it bulletproof. Let's make it faster than a Porsche 911. And we actually cleared the quarter mile. The Cybertruck can clear a quarter mile while towing a Porsche 911 faster than a Porsche 911. It can out-tow an F-350 diesel.
Really?
Yes.
What is the tow limitations?
I mean, we could tow like a 747 in that with the Cybertruck. The Cybertruck is an insanely it is alien technology, okay? Because it shouldn't be possible to be that big and that fast. That doesn't. It's like an elephant that runs as like a cheetah.
Yeah, because it's 0 to 60 in less than 3 seconds. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, and it's enormous. What does it weigh? Like 7,000 pounds?
Yeah. This is different configurations, but it's about that. It's a beast.
Yeah.
So it's got 4-wheel steering. So the rear wheel steer too. So it's got a very tight turning radius.
Yeah, we noticed that when we drove one to Starbase.
Yeah, very tight turning radius.
Yeah, pretty sick.
Yeah.
Are you still doing the Roadster?
Yes.
Eventually.
We're getting close to demonstrating the prototype. And I think this will be. One thing I can guarantee is that this product demo will be unforgettable. Unforgettable.
How so?
Whether it's good or bad, it will be unforgettable.
Can you say more? What do you mean?
Well, my friend Peter Thiel, once reflected that the future was supposed to have flying cars, but we don't have flying cars.
So you're gonna be able to fly?
Well, I mean, I think if Peter wants a flying car, we should be able to buy one.
So are you actively considering making an electric flying car? Is this like a real thing?
Well, we have to see in the
Demo.
Yeah.
So when you do this, like, are you going to have a retractable wing? Like, what is the idea behind this? Don't be sly. Come on.
Well, I can't do the unveil before the unveil, but
Tell me off air then.
look. I think it has a shot at being the most memorable product unveil ever. It has a shot.
And when do you plan on doing this? What's the goal?
Hopefully before the end of the year.
Really?
Yeah.
Before the end of this year? This is, I mean, we're almost
like in a couple
November
months.
1st.
Hopefully in a couple months. We need to make sure that it works. Like this is some crazy technology we got in this car. Crazy technology. Crazy.
So different than what was previously announced, and
Yes.
is that why you haven't released it yet? Because you keep fucking with it?
It has crazy technology.
Okay.
Like, is it even a car? I'm not sure. It looks like a car. But let's just put it this way: it's crazier than anything James Bond. If you took all the James Bond cars and combined them, it's crazier than that.
Very exciting.
Yeah.
I don't know what to think
Is
of
it
that
even a
because
car? I don't know.
it's the limited amount of information I'm drawing from here. Jamie's very suspicious over there. Look at him. Excited.
I'm interested.
It's still going to be the same.
Well, you know what? I mean, if you want to come a little before the unveil, I can show it to you.
100%.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure. Yeah.
let's go.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy, all the different things that you're involved in simultaneously. And, we talked about this before, your time management, but I really don't understand it. I don't understand how you can be paying attention to all of these different things simultaneously. Starlink, SpaceX, Tesla, Boring Company, X, you fucking tweet or post, rather, all day long.
Well, it's more like I could hop in for like 2 minutes and then hop out,
But I mean, just the fact that you could do
bathroom
that.
break, whatever,
I can't do that. If I hop in, I start scrolling. I start looking around. Next thing you know, I've lost an hour.
Yeah. So no, for me it's a couple minutes time usually. Once in a while, sometimes I guess half an hour, but usually I'm in for a few minutes then out of posting something on X. I do sometimes feel like it's sometimes like that meme of the guy who drops the grenade and leaves the room. That's been me more than once on X.
Yes. Oh yeah, for sure. It's got to be fun though. It's got to be fun to know that you essentially disrupted the entire social media chain of command. Because there was a very clear thing that was going on with social media.
Yeah.
The government had infiltrated it. They were censoring
crazy.
speech. And until you bought it, we really didn't know the extent of it. We kind of assumed that there was something going on.
Yeah.
We had no idea that they were actively involved in censoring actual real news stories, real data, real scientists, real professors, silenced, expelled, kicked off the platform.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For telling the truth.
For telling the truth. And
Yeah.
I'm sure you've also, because I sent it to you, that chart that shows young kids, teenagers identifying as trans and non-binary,
Right.
literally stops dead when you bought Twitter
Yeah.
and starts falling off a cliff when people are allowed to have rational discussions now
Yes.
and actually talk about it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I said at the time, like, I think that, like, the reason for acquiring Twitter is because it was causing destruction at a civilizational level. It was, I mean, I tweeted on Twitter at the time that it is, it's worm tongue for the world. Like worm tongue from Lord of the Rings, where he would just sort of like whisper these terrible things to the king, so the king would believe these things that weren't true. And unfortunately, Twitter really got like the woke mob essentially. They controlled Twitter, and they were pushing a nihilistic, anti-civilizational mind virus to the world. And you can see the results of that mind virus on the streets of San Francisco, where downtown San Francisco looks like a zombie apocalypse. It's bad. So we don't want the whole world to be a zombie apocalypse. But that's that was essentially they were pushing this very negative, nihilistic, untrue worldview on the world, and it was causing a lot of damage. So
the stunning thing about it is how few people course corrected. A bunch of people woke up and realized what was going on. People that were all on board with like woke ideology in maybe 2015 or 16, and then eventually it comes to affect them, or they see it in their workplace, or they see it and they're like, hey, well, we got to stop this. A bunch of people did, but a lot of people never course corrected.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't course correct, but it's gone directionally. It's directionally correct. Like you mentioned, like the massive spike in kids identifying as trans, and then that spike dropping after the Twitter acquisition. I think that simply allowing the truth to be told was just shedding sunlight is the best disinfectant, as they say, and just allowing sunlight kills the virus.
And it also changed the benchmark for all the other platforms.
Yes.
You can't just openly censor people on all the other platforms, and X is available. So everybody else had to. So like Facebook announced they were changing, YouTube announced they were changing their policies.
Yeah.
And they're kind of forced to. And then Blue Sky doubled down.
Well, like the problem is like if essentially the woke mind virus retreated to Blue Sky.
Yeah.
But it's where they're just a self-reinforcing lunatic asylum.
They're all just triple masked. I was
totally
watching this in exchange on a Blue Sky where someone said that they're just trying to be zen about something, and then a moderator immediately chimed in and said, why don't you try to stop being racist against Asians by saying something zen? By saying I'm trying to be zen about something, they were accusing that person of being racist towards Asians.
Yeah, it's just everyone's a hall monitor over there. So,
the worst hall monitor, a virgin, like incel.
They're all hall monitors trying to rat on each other.
Yeah, it's fascinating. And then people say I'm leaving for Blue Sky, like Stephen King, and then a couple weeks later it's back on X.
Yeah,
it's like fuck it. There's no one over there. It's all a bunch of crazy people. You can only stay in the asylum for so long. We're like, all right, this is not good. They all bail.
Yeah,
and Threads is kind of like that too. Threads is nuts.
I've been on Threads. Is it?
Well, what happens is if you go on Instagram, every now and then something really stupid will pop up on Threads, like, what the fuck? And it shows it to you on Instagram, and then I'll click on that, and then I'll go to Threads, and it's like, you see posts with like 25 likes, like famous people, like 50 likes. It's like a ghost town.
Ghost town, yeah.
But the people that post on there, they're finding that there's very little pushback from insane ideology.
Yeah.
So they go there and they spit out nonsense, and very few people jump in to argue.
Yeah.
Very weird place.
I mean, I can generally get the vibe of like what's taking off by seeing what's showing up on X, because that's the public town square still.
Right.
And what links show up in group texts. If I'm in group chats with friends, like what links are showing up.
That's what I try to do now. Only get stuff that shows up in my group text, because that keeps me productive. So I only check if someone's like, "Dude, what the fuck?" I'm like, "All right, what the fuck? Let me check it out."
If there's something that's crazy enough, that it'll enter the group chat.
But there's always something. That's what's nuts. There's always some new law that's passed, some new insane thing that California's doing.
Yeah.
And it's like a giant chunk of it's happening in California. The most preposterous things that I get.
Yeah.
And then you got Gavin Newsom, who's running around saying we all have California derangement syndrome. He's just like ripping off Trump derangement and calling it California derangement. It's like, no. The fucking, how many corporations have left California?
It's crazy. Like,
hundreds.
Yes, hundreds.
Right? Hundreds.
Yes.
That's not good.
Chick-fil-A. I think In-N-Out left.
Yeah, In-N-Out left. They moved to Tennessee.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're like, we can't do this anymore.
Right. And
It's
like
the California company for food. It's
Yes.
like the greatest hamburger place ever.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not actually speaking of like just sort of open source and like looking at things openly. Like I just like going In-N-Out and seeing them make the burger.
Yeah, it's right there.
They chop the onions and they you know it's you just see everything getting made in front of you.
Yeah.
It's great. But yeah, like I like it should be like how many wake up calls do you need to say that it needs to be reform in California? You know?
Well, the crazy thing that Newsom does is whenever someone brings up the problems in California, he starts rattling off all the positives. The most Fortune 500 companies, highest education.
now.
But yeah, that was all already there
right.
before you were governor.
But how many Fortune 500 companies have left
Right.
California?
And then you guys spent $24 billion on the homeless, and it got way worse.
Yes. Like the homeless population doubled or something. Like, people don't understand like the homeless thing because it sort of preys on people's empathy, and I think we should have empathy, and we should try to help people. But the homeless industrial complex is really it's dark, man. It should be that network of NGOs should be called like the drug zombie farmers, because the more homeless people and really like when you meet like somebody who's like totally dead inside shuffling along down the street with a needle dangling out of their leg, homeless is the wrong word. Like homeless implies that somebody got a little behind in their mortgage payments, and if they just got a job offer they'd be back on their feet. But someone who's you see these videos of people that are just shuffling, they're on fentanyl, they're like taking a dump in the middle of the street, and they got like open sores and stuff. They're not like one job offer away from getting back on their feet.
Right. This is not a homeless
Homeless
issue.
is it's a propaganda word.
Right.
So, and then the these sort of charities in quotes are they get money proportionate to the number of homeless people or number of drug zombies.
Right.
So their incentive structure is to maximize the number of drug zombies, not minimize it.
Right.
That's why they don't arrest the drug dealers. Because if they arrest the drug dealers, the drug zombies leave. So they know who the drug dealers are. They don't arrest them on purpose, because otherwise the drug zombies would leave, and they would stop getting money from the state of California and from all the charities.
Wait a minute. So you say
Yeah,
so
this is
they
like
in
it's dark, man.
Is that real? So they're in
Yeah.
coordination with law enforcement on this?
Yeah,
So how do they have those meetings?
they're all in cahoots.
Well, when you find
It's,
this,
it's like such. It's this is a diabolical scam. And San Francisco has got this tax, this gross receipts tax, which it's not even on revenue; it's on all transactions, which is why Stripe and Square and a whole bunch of financial companies had to move out of San Francisco because it wasn't a tax on revenue; it's a tax on transactions. So if you do like trillions of dollars transactions, it's not revenue. You're taxed on any money going through the system in San Francisco. Like Jack Dorsey pointed this out, and they said like look that they had to move Square from San Francisco to Oakland, I think. Stripe had to move from San Francisco to South San Francisco, a different city, and that money goes to the homeless industrial complex. That tax that was passed. So there's billions of dollars that go, as you pointed out, billions of dollars every year that go to these non-governmental organizations that are funded by the state. Like this, it's not clear how to turn this off. It's a self-licking ice cream cone situation. They get this money. The money is proportionate to the number of homeless people or number of drug zombies, essentially. So they try to keep that. They try to actually increase, because that like in some cases like it's somebody did an analysis. When you add up all the money that's flowing, they're getting close to $1 million per homeless per drug zombie. It's like $900,000, like some crazy amount of money is going to these organizations. So so they want to keep people just barely alive. They need to keep them in the area so they get the revenue. So that's why, like I said, they don't arrest the drug dealers because otherwise the drug zombies would leave. But they don't want to have too much if they get too much drugs, then they die. So they're kept in this sort of perpetual zone of being addicted, but just barely alive.
So how is this coordinated with like DAs
Yeah.
that don't prosecute people?
Yeah.
So when they hire or they push, so they fund the campaigns of the most progressive, most out there left-wing
Yeah.
DAs. They get them into office.
We've got that issue in Austin too, by the way.
Yes, we
Do you
do.
see that guy that got shot in the library?
No,
Like, so, yeah,
I
a guy,
heard
a
about
guy
it.
got shot and killed in the library. I think that was just like last week or something.
Right.
So some friends of mine were telling me that like the library's unsafe. Like they took their kids to the library, and there were like dangerous people in the library in Austin. And I was like, dangerous people in the library? Like that's a strange. It basically got drug zombies in the drug zombies in the library.
Oh Jesus! And that's when someone got shot.
Yeah, I believe this should be on the news. We might be able to pull it up. But I think it was just in the last week or so that there was a shooting in the library in Austin. Because Austin's got, it's the most liberal part of Texas that we're in right here.
So, suspect involved in the shooting at Austin Park Library Saturday is accused of another shooting at the Cap Metro bus earlier that day. According to an arrest warrant affidavit, Austin police arrested Harold Newton Keene, 55, shortly after the shooting in the library, which occurred around noon. One person sustained non-life-threatening injuries in the event. Before that shooting, Keene was accused of shooting another person in a bus incident, and after reportedly pointing his gun at a child. So this is the fella down
Right,
here.
so like we just seriously have a problem here.
Yeah.
So I think one of the people might have died too that he shot. Like one of the people I think did bleed out. But either way, it's like getting shot is bad.
It says the victim told police it confronted the suspect who started to eat what appeared to be crystal methamphetamine. According to the affidavit, the victim advised the suspect began to trip out, at which time the victim exited the bus. Victim told the bus driver hit the panic button, then exited the bus. When he turned around, the observer, black male, was now standing at the front of the bus with the gun pointed at him. The victim advised the black male fired a single round which grazed his left hip. So he shot at that dude, and then another dude got shot in the library. Fun.
Yeah, I mean in the library,
Yeah.
where you're supposed to be reading books. And there's a children's section in the library, and it says he pointed his gun at a kid. I mean, like we do have a serious issue in America where repeat violent offenders need to be incarcerated.
Right.
You got cases where somebody's been arrested like 47 times.
Right.
Like literally, okay, that's just the number of times they were arrested,
Right.
not the number of times they did things. Like most of the times they do things, they're not arrested.
So lay this out for people so they understand
Yeah.
how this happens.
Yeah, and the key is like this: it preys on people's empathy. So like, if you're a good person, you want good things to happen in the world. You're like, well, we should take care of people, who are down in their luck or having a hard time in life. And we should. I agree. But what we shouldn't do is put people who are violent drug zombies in public places where they can hurt other people. And that is what we're doing. That we just saw, where a guy got shot in the library, and then but even before that he shot another guy and pointed his gun at a kid. Like that guy probably has like many prior arrests. There was that guy that knifed the Ukrainian woman Irina.
Yes.
Yeah. And she was just quietly on her phone, and he just came up and gutted her basically.
Wasn't there a crazy story about the judge who was involved, who had previously dealt with this person, was also invested in a rehabilitation center,
Yeah.
and was sending these
Conflict of interest.
Yes. So sending people that they were charging
Yeah.
to a rehabilitation center instead of putting them in jail, profiting from this rehabilitation center, letting them back out on the street.
Yes, and we have
Violent, insane people.
and there, in that case, I believe that judge has no law degree or a significant legal experience that would allow them to be a judge. They were just made a judge. That's just like,
You could be a judge without a law degree?
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
You could just be so I could be a judge.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Anyone.
That's crazy. I thought you'd have to. It's like if you want to be a doctor, you have to go to medical school. I thought if you're going to be a judge,
think,
you have
if you
to understand the
going to
law.
be appointed to a judge, you have to have proven that you have an excellent knowledge of the law and that you will make your decisions according to the law. That's what we assume should be.
That's how you get the robe.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't get the robe unless you do.
Right.
You know.
Got to go to school to get the robe.
You got to know what the law is.
Right.
And then you got to need to make decisions in accordance with the law.
Based on the stuff
feelings.
that you already know because you read it because you went to school for it.
Yes.
Not you just got appointed.
Not vibes. You can't be just vibing as a judge.
Vibing as a left-wing judge. So you got crazy left-wing DAs.
Yes.
Like I should say left-wing because the left-wing used to be normal.
Yeah, left wing just meant like you're like
open-minded.
The left used to be like pro free speech.
Yeah.
And now they're against it.
It used to be like pro gay rights, pro women's right to choose, pro minorities, pro,
like 20 years ago, I don't know. It used to be like left would be like the party of empathy or like caring and being nice and that kind of thing. Not the party of like.
I got the Gromp, which is like the huge part of the play. The Gromp is like the movie right there.
Too far with the movement again?
I walked too far. They got unfrozen.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it because you should be noticing that they're going outside of the... I should be noticing they're walking outside of my first blizzard, and that's when the timer starts. It's not when blizzard ends.
Yes. Yeah, so what I do is I target the first mob, and you'll see... you know what I should give you? Do you have the... Can you download add-ons at all right now?
Yeah.
Or is, do you have Curse?
Yes.
To make it easy? Okay, so Classic Aura Durations. You might already have it if it's not enabled.
That doesn't seem to be the exact name. Aura Durations.
It's one name. Classic Aura Durations.
Better Aura Tracker Classic? Oh, it's one name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it now. Very popular add-on.
Yep. And then just drop it. Classic Aura Durations. You might already have it if it's not enabled.
That doesn't seem to be the exact name. Aura Durations.
It's one name. Classic Aura Durations.
Better Aura Tracker Classic? Oh, it's one name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have it now. Very popular add-on.
Yep. And then just drop a reload in game, and you'll have it enabled.
How do you switch target? Is it with tab?
I use tab almost exclusively for pulling. Yeah, but that's a comfort thing. I think
you don't know who it's going to next in theory, but you know based on the logic of the game.
Correct. You can control tab target for the most part. So the way that tab works is it targets the nearest enemy in like a cone that you're looking.
Okay.
So like if I look at this mob and I press tab, I will target it.
Yeah.
If I look over here and I press tab, I will target this mob. And it's based on distance. And sometimes you'll tab to the wrong mob, but for the most part, what I like to do is just I'm spamming tab to make sure that I'm getting the right
And the
mob,
maximum
if
range
it's not.
seems to be like 50 yards or something.
It's pretty far, yeah. So that lets me do like tab. So like I'm not using my mouse to do this pull at all. I'm just tabbing through mobs,
Yeah.
and it cycles through. It'll never target the same mob at the same time.
Yes.
Um,
I knew there was some
But yeah.
Blizzard logic to it because it felt pretty intuitive,
yeah,
but I didn't test the rules yet.
yeah. So tab is great for being able to AOE while still moving your character in an optimal way, or get the pull for your.
Yes, I was using middle mouse button, but I find the economy of mouse hand agility more important because
Yeah.
using mouse wheel kind of it affects my movement of camera and stuff.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Tap is
Mouse-
better.
Yeah. The mouse and keyboard link is very real in WoW.
Yeah. Shift tab goes back to the previous one.
Yep, that's true. That's a little bit more complicated. I feel like you probably won't need it that much.
Yeah. I mean, if there's 10 enemies, you're gonna want to do it, maybe. Because
Yeah,
each
so-
one takes its turn.
So I don't know if you want to try this. I'll show you. Come. Let's do a small pull over here.
Oh, I see the cone shape now.
Wait. You know what? Why don't you see? Yeah. So tab is great for being able to AOE while still moving your character in an optimal way, or get the pull for your.
Yes, I was using middle mouse button, but I find the economy of mouse hand agility more important because
Yeah.
using mouse wheel kind of it affects my movement of camera and stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Tap is
Mouse-
better.
Yeah. The mouse and keyboard link is very real in WoW.
Yeah. Shift tab goes back to the previous one.
Yep, that's true. That's a little bit more complicated. I feel like you probably won't need it that much.
Yeah. I mean, if there's 10 enemies, you're gonna want to do it, maybe. Because each
so-
one takes its turn.
So I don't know if you want to try this. I'll show you. Come. Let's do a small pull over here.
Oh, I see the cone shape now.
Wait. You know what? Why don't you see this? I'm gonna just troubleshoot. If you want to do a quick pull.
You want me to do a pull?
Yeah. Ooh, a 4 mob. This is good movement. Gotta group them up a little bit more. Okay, we got dazed.
I
So
meant
we
to go
blinked
for
that out.
3.
Cool.
It's very hard to see up the
There's
hill. Oh, and there's one from behind.
Got it.
Here you go.
Pulling it into your pack.
I should not run down the hill here.
This is an evocation angle for sure. And you don't
Oh.
have enough mana to.
Another one.
And then I would cold snap. Oh, this is getting a little bit. It's getting a little bit crazy. Oh,
Oh,
dang! You missed one. That's
got
close.
ignored. Oh,
Yeah,
now I
this is-
just do
would reset
Frostward.
this. I would reset this. They're a little too high HP, I think.
I got
you to
this,
use
I got
mana
this,
shield.
I got this. No.
Yeah. Okay. It's
He's
okay.
killing it.
That was a hard pull. That was a hard pull.
I'd be
That was
dead
really
here. Dude, so many new ones joined.
Yeah.
the fuck?
So what happened there? That's a little bit tricky. What happened there is you blinked. No, this is your safe spot right here. Down the hill is not safe. So when you're trying to do your pull, you ideally want to get a horizontal line like right here,
Yeah.
like this, so that you can run out towards the trees.
Yeah.
So that's a really important thing. I feel like you blinked down and then you ended up pulling an extra peasant, and then something else happened.
A new
Somebody
spawn.
else pulled a mob into your pack.
Oh.
Yeah, that's how the other one came in.
What? How did that happen? They didn't even
So-
attack him, so he...
So mobs are a little bit weird. When you social aggro a mob, let's say, okay, I want to show you. It might be impossible to show you. Okay, yeah, okay, stand right here.
Yep.
Will you pull? Okay. I want to see if you'll pull. Stay still.
Yeah. Yeah. So let's see if number 2 attacks me.
So if you were in combat, number 2 would have come to you
Oh.
because you would be the closest in combat target
Yep.
for the Hillsbrad farmer to attack.
That's interesting. It's very similar in Warcraft 3.
Yeah. So that's something that happened. Somebody pulled a pack of 2 mobs, and you just happened to be the closest because they maybe like a hunter pulled it or something from really far away,
Yeah.
and it sent it to you.
And the one he didn't damage was allowed to go on me because he had 0%
Exactly.
threat.
That's exactly what happened.
That happens
Yeah.
in Warcraft 3 when you are fighting a creep camp and then another unit joins and attacks the creep camp, but then he walks past another creep camp super far away.
Oh yeah, and it goes to you.
Yeah, well, the creep camp recognizes that that unit is now in combat with one of his friends across the map a mile away, and then he'll be like, I'll cast slow on you and I'll throw a boulder. They won't have physical
That's
attack
funny.
aggro, but they have spell attack aggro.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
No, that's a really important concept to know too, because that's going to happen to you. That there's going to be a lot of people around you in the game, and you are going to get proximity aggro. That's what it's called. It's called proximity aggro or social aggroing. Okay, I guess it's social aggroing is when you pull 2 mobs and one of them gets pulled because you pulled his friend. That's social. Proximity would be the social guy coming to you instead of the aggroer.
That's what happened to me. Proximity aggro against a non-threatened mob, but socially aggro pulled. Then he switches from that to me.
So to put that into a real life example for me, I'm doing block pulls. So what that means is I run into 20 mobs and I stand there and I press ice block. So they all group up and they stay stationary so their leash is reset, and I drop a Nova and I walk away from them. So just imagine there's 20 mobs there. If there's another mage in the area that just so happens to walk by any other mobs after your block pull, they're going to you. And I was in Dustwalla Marsh, which you'll get to later, huge AoE packs, and a mage runs 10 extra Murlocs into my block after it's over. So I don't have block anymore. It gets really scary. If somebody starts doing that stuff like nearby you, it's dangerous. 2 mages in the same area creates some chaotic moments.
And how did you handle it?
I cold snap blocked, and they went to him. Because all of my aggro went to him.
And then what happened?
And then I was able to Nova them.
He didn't die.
No, nobody died. But it gets scary. It definitely gets scary.
The great outdoors.
I'm role playing that there's more.
Yeah, this is good roleplay. I see it. Oh, this mage might die. Oh no, he's good. So yeah, best to exercise caution around other mages.
Yeah. Which there are always going to be other mages here.
Yes, yeah.
All right. If I end up dying during this, it will be my fault because this coaching was incredible.
Oh, thank you. I mean, you're doing very well. I feel confident you're not going to die unless, well, there was one pull where you went for the I feel like you were trying out the mana shield tech, with a mob tanking, and I think it was a little ambitious.
I think I have a 5% chance per pull to die.
No. I'd put it to like 0.5%.
So we'll just stop at 495 pulls. We could practice it one time where MP is not allowed to help.
Yeah, I mean, I will stop right now. I'll just watch you.
Okay, let's reset this. It would be so funny if I end up breaking my vow, I end up begging, and you take it real serious, and then I die.
I couldn't let a guildie die. If it actually came down to it, I will let you get to 10% HP. If you get down to 10%, I will step in.
Okay.
I'm not going to actually let you die.
Okay.
So this is half training wheels. Yeah, there is some risk with that. That's a pretty late intervention. So I noticed with that you used a max rank Fire Blast.
Oh yeah. No, well, because we were talking, I prepared the 3 spells you said should be one level 1, Fire Blast, Arcane, and Fireball. I was gonna mess around with my hotkeys later.
But yeah, so you see, now you're gonna have a runner early, and that's not a problem because you did it lined up well with your Nova, but it can be an issue to have different HP mobs, especially with runners.
Why are they different HP? Oh, it's too high level.
Because yeah, exactly, because you're using a high, like a rank 3 Fire Blast, which is like 100 damage instead of 30 damage.
Oh, okay, got it. Do you do use the higher?
If you get down to 10%, I will step in.
Okay.
I'm not going to actually let you die.
Okay.
So this is half training wheels. Yeah, there is some risk with that. That's a pretty late intervention. So I noticed with that you used a max rank Fire Blast.
Oh yeah. No. Well, because we were talking, I prepared the 3 spells you said should be one level 1, Fire Blast, Arcane, and Fireball. I was gonna mess around with my hotkeys later.
But yeah, so you see, now you're gonna have a runner early, and that's not a problem because you did it lined up well with your Nova, but it can be an issue to have different HP mobs, especially with runners.
Why are
So
they
that's why
different
you would use
HP?
rank.
Oh, it's too high level.
Because yeah, exactly, because you're using a high, like a rank 3 Fire Blast, which is like 100 damage instead of 30 damage.
Oh, okay, got it. Do you do use the higher rank?
I do. I have both of them. I use the higher rank to finish off mobs, like that, for example. That mob with a lot of HP, I would probably just Fire Blast it, the max rank.
Oh yeah.
But when I'm for pulling purposes, the most small amount of damage possible is usually the best.
Yeah. And
it's also the less mana cost.
Sure, yeah, for sure. What's the main problem with a fast runner? Just that you didn't kill it, or are there compounding problems where he ends up
There
going
are compounding
back?
problems. So like let's say you have a runner that you didn't hit with a Nova. It just ran away in the middle of your first blizzard.
Yeah.
That mob runs and pulls this mob, and now you have a full HP mob in your pull, and all the rest of your mobs are 30% HP, and you just Nova'd, but it's running at you from far away.
Yeah.
So that's going to create chaotic situations, and that's the whole problem. You want to make sure that it's consistent, safe pulls. That's like the runner issue. Is it's going to pull more mobs into your pull, and as you get on later, maybe it's going to pull a mob you shouldn't have in your pull. Maybe it's a ranged mob it pulls.
Yeah.
Maybe it pulls a mob that can slow you or something, right?
Yeah.
So it's pretty dangerous.
What is your hotkey for wand?
I use tilde, which is the button next to 1.
Oh yeah.
But anything that's remotely close to your movement is great.
Yeah. Close to tap, yeah.
Oh, we got some respawns.
Oh, hold up. The footman is even higher level. Where the hell did that come from?
This is social aggro. Somebody else ran it past you. Yeah, that's a scary one. Footmen are orange. That means they're going to resist your blizzard a lot.
Yeah. Frost Nova in 5. I still have Blink.
Ooh. That's a scary one. But you're lucky they both got frost armor.
Why?
When you blink like that and mobs are moving full speed, it's likely that they're not going to get hit by your blizzard ticks. Or they're going to desync. That mob kicked you, so you got locked out of fire spells. Have you been kicked before?
No, I've never been kicked.
Yeah, that's a good thing to know. So what happens is if a mob kicks you, it shield bashes you or kicks you, you'll not be able to cast that school of magic for 10 seconds or whatever the number is based on the spell.
Weird.
So
do you see that on your bar?
Yeah, so it's like a big cooldown on all your spells that shouldn't have a cooldown. Like
I didn't see
Fireball.
I didn't see that on my spells.
So I did some troubleshooting. You should download the add-on called OmniCC as well. That's one word, OMNICC.
Got it. Wow.
And that's going to give you the number value on your blizzard duration.
Oh, good.
Yeah. In tandem with classic aura durations. So you need both of those for it to work. But now next time you'll see your Nova, you'll be able to see my Nova has 2 seconds left. My Nova or my Blizzard has 3 seconds left, and that'll help you a lot with the timings.
Okay, let me try.
Yeah. It'll work on Frostbolt, any duration, even Fireball and stuff. It'll show.
Okay. The icon underneath them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you can see how long your slow actually has.
That's really good.
Yeah, it's super nice. You can see with Nova too, even other people's Novas.
Oh yeah. Oops. Let's see, at level 24, which is near, I'm gonna have nothing else that matters except maybe Flame Strike. I feel like I've watched your stream and seen you do Flame Striking.
So right now you have Flame Strike rank 1.
Yeah.
As you level up, you're gonna have different most recent ranks. Flame Strike rank 2 is level 24. So at level 24, it's going to be much more efficient for you to do something like a Flame Strike finish on a pull.
On like 6 creeps.
Yeah. But the problem that I find with Flame Strike is unless you're good with it and you've practiced it, you're going to probably have runners at full speed early on. So I wouldn't mess with Flame Strike unless you have Cone of Cold, which is 26.
Okay.
And then what you do is you Nova, let's say like you Nova Flame Strike Cone, and then it all happens at the same time. They all break the Nova at the same time. But this is an important thing. Let's show you. Can you do a pull?
Yeah.
And I want you to do a double Blizzard into a Nova Flame Strike.
Okay.
And I want to tell you about that. Good. That's good use of Fire Blast.
Oh, too near me. Oh no, they all got hit.
So what I like to do is target the front mob, and now you have classic aura durations. You can see the duration. Once you see that number stop refreshing every second, that's the time to start acting on either movement or whatever.
Oh yeah. I wasn't targeting anyone yet before, but now I am, and I saw it was like 4 seconds, 4, 4, 4, and then suddenly 3.
Yep, exactly. And so when that happens, you know the front mob is out of the blizzard. You're on your ticking timer where you have to start moving, or thinking about what you're gonna do after that.
Which there are a couple of options. I could move closer and frost over them all, and then move sideways so that their vertical line is a horizontal again, and then blizzard on the middle, something like that.
Yeah, exactly. See, I want to show you something important here.
Okay.
It's Nova duration. So now that you have it, you're gonna want to make sure that when you're dropping your Blizzard, your Nova is 2 seconds
Okay.
left on the debuff. Because if you do it too early, it's gonna cause a more staggered pack. Because any damage you deal to mobs that are CC'd like a Nova,
There's a chance.
increase the chance of it breaking.
Oh.
So
with 2 seconds left, they would soon
you only
break
have like
free
a
anyway.
1 second window. Yeah, exactly. And what happened is on that pull, you blizzarded at 4 seconds on Nova, and your front mob, it's just RNG. Your front mob broke on the first tick.
That's what
So
happened.
that created a much larger pack that you just now have to deal with. That's really important to know too.
Got it.
So let's try this. This is a 5 pull right here. So you can come up here. You get a wand, or just a 4 pull. Fire blast in proximity.
Sorry, I only got 3.
It's a 3 pull. No, don't apologize for that. Good. This is decent movement direction.
I didn't hit the back one, but I did
It's okay,
hit
it'll
that
run in,
2.5
hopefully.
seconds. Oh, that was really nearby. So now I retarget the front one.
Yep. And I like using tab to get these targets.
Yeah.
You can turn your camera and tab between them to cycle through the pack.
I guess I'm not turning my camera enough. I keep looking at them sideways. But now they're going all kinds of places, which is
Yeah, so
problematic.
the reason that happened was because you missed a lot of ticks on your blizzard, so that
Yeah.
your final third blizzard didn't actually finish most of them off. You only got
yeah.
them to flee distance.
Back into the house. Nice. Yeah. So when I'm missing one blizzard, what blizzard on one guy? Actually, I wasn't thinking yet. Now it's gonna mess everything up because they're gonna have staggered deaths, but that's totally part of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the ping is that big of a deal, Jarlis. It's only 100.
Oh, that's not a problem at all.
Yeah.
I play on 70 MS.
Oh, you are not living
I'm
in
West
the North
Coast.
American continent. Oh, where are the servers? Chicago.
East Coast. But I'm pretty sure that my connection goes south, north, east, so it makes a little bit of a triangle
Yeah.
there.
Yeah. So just don't miss Blizzard. And if I do, the safest thing is just to walk away.
No, I mean you're fine there. I think that a different pull would have, or a different finisher would have been better. Like I think that's a use case for Flame Strike AE spam instead of a Blizzard finish.
Different finisher.
Yeah, so that's where, like, as you get more and more into pulling multiple mobs, you'll notice like, oh, this is it's more suited for a more bursty finish, whereas the Blizzard is more used because the mobs would run away and create a huge chaotic ball if you didn't Blizzard them. And I wouldn't do Flame Strike at least until 24 because
Yeah.
your rank is too low.
Yeah, I was just practicing it. I'm
Yeah,
24 now, so I can do it now.
And when you're flame striking, you want to stay in range to be able to instantly start spamming AE because it's almost like an aggressive, like you're trying to outburst the mobs before they get to you. So you want to basically Nova, instantly start your flame strike and just spam AEs. As you get more into it, you can delay your start of the flame strike until about 3 seconds left so that they stay stacked. But that's more used for things like coning with the flame strike. And that's going to have to be a whole nother lesson. Once you get level 26, we're going to have to talk about Cone of Cold.
What's up, dude? MP.
Not much. I've started a bag business since we last spoke. Do you need any bags? I've got lots of 12 slaughters.
Oh, I need
Handmade.
I need 12 slaughters. Yes, please.
Okay. Can we work something out?
How
It
much?
is a business. For you, 80 silver.
Wow,
80 silver a bag.
that's an insane discount. Thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
I'll take 4.
Oh, I can do that. I've got them on me.
I should do bank bags
You're
too.
looking good. Sure. Yeah. I mean, if you're really in need for space, I've got 25 bags on me. Actually, I'm the bag guy.
Wow.
You need I can take all of them if you want. You want to start a bag business? You could be my courier.
Can you turn off your in-game voice chat? We were getting double.
There we go.
Cheers.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll take 6, please.
6 bags.
Mage weave. How much does it cost to make them, or is that impolite to us?
To make them is about 50 silver.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see.
Thank you.
Nice. Oh, huge.
And those are mold weave bags. It says mage weave, but that's a factory error. Those are mold weave.
Okay, got it.
Yes,
Got it.
you know, Moldy Bags LLC. I don't want to be overbearing, but I'm offering an insurance package.
Oh. Oh.
If you for only 2 gold more,
Yeah.
if you die, you will get 4 free mage weave bags on a new character.
How many?
4.
Oh.
See, that's a deal. That's a huge discount. That's half price
I like that. I like
on the
that.
insurance deal.
I just paid 480 for 6, and for just 2 gold, I'll get 4 on a new character.
Yeah, that's right.
I would be stupid not
And
to.
you don't have to think about the risk. You just start with it. Are you interested in purchasing insurance today?
I need. Can
I
I
heard you had a close call.
can I
It's
discuss?
dangerous out there.
Can I discuss this first? Can I think about it for a bit?
Yeah, I'll give you 1 minute.
Oh. I was thinking maybe a few days.
Baby,
Pressure me.
I'll let you think on it.
Pressure me. No, you have to decide now. Oh, okay. Okay, I'll do it.
exactly.
Dude, you need to learn, dude. Never give people time to think.
Insurance. You might die today. There's no time, Grubby.
You might die today. Okay, I guess I'll do it then. Here you go. How do I know you're good for it?
I'm good for it. Moldy Bags LLC has not let anyone down, ever.
Okay, but
Let me go ahead and put this in storage right now. I'm gonna put this on my storage character.
Wait, where is he going? Well, how will I see him again? He's gone. Help! This guy just ran off with my gold. This man.
Oh, oh.
He's porting. No, let's go. Oh man, I want to buy a bed under these circumstances. Can't think about it. Never again. I learned from this. That's why I know how you can manipulate me. No, but I'm gonna earn this back real soon. This is an amazing deal. Thank you.
Yeah. You're now insured by Moldy Bags. So you're 34 now. Congratulations.
Thank you.
The lesson for today is the extendo. Have you heard of the extendo?
No, I have not.
Are you ready to jump into it? Do you need to do anything? in
Yeah,
town before
I'm
we go?
jumping in.
Oh,
Where are we going?
we are going to Hillsbrad.
Oh, but that
We were there
area.
last time, but we're gonna go somewhere else from there.
I was gonna say that area is really easy.
Okay, so have you been up here before?
Have I been up here before to Alterac Mountains? No, it will be a first.
Oh, it's a very nice place.
Nice.
But we'll investigate it first before we commit to going any specific place. There's a couple things we can learn up here.
Cool.
But the premise of today's lesson is movement and spell range and accuracy. That's the primary goal for today. Is at the end of the day, I want you to feel more comfortable with your cock and landing it on, making sure that you land it anytime you press it. Your cone of cold, your nova. That's the goal. Oh, it looks like we've got a competitor here.
Do we need to layer?
We might need to layer. Might be the best way to handle it. Yeah, let me look for a layer real quick. Do you happen to know what layer we're on?
No, I don't have a add-on
Yeah,
for
I
it.
don't.
Just gamble.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
I'll let you know when you disappear.
Ooh, there's a mage here too.
Oops.
This one's worse.
Okay, I'll ask for one.
Yeah.
Did Tortilla invite you?
Whispers. No, I got invited by Mocktail.
Okay, I'm going to Tortilla. Okay, this is good. Come to me.
I may have to wait a minute
Yeah.
to layer.
Yeah.
I'm gonna relog.
Cool, I love ogres.
Yeah. Wait, where does that come from? Are you just
Their, their
a lot of
voice.
ogres?
In Warcraft
Oh.
3, their voice. Oh, they're attacking.
Me smash, you die.
Yeah.
Me smash you. They got mad from afar.
Their death sign is pretty iconic. Have you heard that? It's like
What's a dead sign?
a death sound. Sorry.
Oh, no. I haven't heard it yet.
You'll hear it when you kill them. When you kill a pack at once, it'll like echo because you're killing like 6.
Okay, cool.
Iconic. It's iconic.
Right. You are invited. Did you accept? You did, right?
I did. I'm still in the process. I think I'm in layer. I'm in the void.
You can always look at my Discord, but then you can't save me.
Yeah, I mean we could start with that.
Yep. I'll send the signal. Can I stream from here? Share your screen? Yeah. Okay. You know you can pop out the Discord and then window cap that?
No.
So if you pop it out, then you don't have all that other noise.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Okay. So I'll just let you finish this this pool, and then we'll move on to our first
Nice blink.
lesson.
I blinked into the tree.
I saw that. Oh, I've arrived.
Oh,
I'm
cool.
gonna drop groups so that I'm not blinking your XP.
Okay.
Did you see what happened there?
No.
Why they're not slowed?
I don't know. I
So
wasn't too focused on it.
So when you have a stronger slow on a target,
Yeah.
like a blizzard, and blizzard is a 85% slow.
Oh, I can't remove the slow with a weaker one.
That's right, because cone of cold is a 70%. So when you cone, even if it's a 0.1 second blizzard, it
Yep.
will not slow them.
Oh, okay.
That's a really important thing. It's possible to like transfer your slows, but it's very dangerous because that means they're going to be sprinting at you for like however long it falls.
Transfer to a longer, aka not zero. It has to be first not zero, to a longer but lower slow. So I can transfer from
Yeah.
80 to 70%, but I must hit it right on the dot of it ending.
Yeah, that's something we're not too worried about right now, but that is
I learned something new.
something
Thank
to
you.
know.
Yeah.
So the main goal here is I want you to focus on. We're going to do some cone drills, okay?
Okay.
So the goal of this drill is just to understand your cone range and ability a little bit better. So what we're going to do is do a little extendo pull. I'll show you first before.
Yep.
This is the idea of the extendo. So you're going to pull a couple mobs, then you're going to nova, You're gonna pull a couple more and line them all up together. We're gonna start with maybe 3 or 4 mobs. You don't have to do big pulls. Something like this. Oh, I gotta resist. Pull another in. This is fine if it's just 4 mobs. And your goal is to triangulate them, line them up in such a way that you can then Cone of Cold them all.
Yeah.
And the rest of the drill is you're just gonna kill them using Cone of Cold.
Okay.
Like crushing dissent and crushing free speech.
I was just like 18 times probably why it's like a huge gap. Ping on the way top. BRB killing myself real quick. All this really has to do is hard push, and we can just dive top and the game ends every time. Meanwhile, he just dies all game after I perma-ganked his lane on split map for nothing. He just stunned, what the fuck, that's a first. Meanwhile, the guy pinged 10 minutes ago is still fucking sitting mid lane doing nothing. Oh, he's typing now. He's typing. You weren't pinged to come top 30 seconds ago. You're just sitting bot all game. Doing nothing with your ASL down 20 farm. Well played, brother. Well played. I swear the server's really good, bro. I'm not lying. I swear they're really good at the game. The first time early hits a stun, it's a 2v3, or I kill Viego on top of it. Obviously, it's like blatantly gonna happen. So gapped every game, man. So gapped every game. It's like, how many ganks can these people even get to like not even still go even? This many gaps to lose lane? Wow. That's fucked. Fucking play the game. So disgusting streaming this game on this shit server, man. How many fucking ganks did this guy get and still lose lane? How many ganks did this reject get this game and still lose lane? How many ganks did he get? How many did Jace get? How many counter pick matchups do you have top set and still lose 2v1? You have a counter matchup top and you're gapped. How the fuck does that make any sense? You have a counter. I shouldn't even. You get a 1v2 top if you're human. This guy can't win top 2v1. 18 ganks he's gotten. 18 ganks. Why? Because these people suck at the game. They just pick counter picks. So they see fucking pro players do it. They think they do it. So cringe, man. It's so cringe to be this bad at the game.
What brings you here?
He's gotten 37 ganks. 37 ganks. 37 fucking ganks.
In meinem Imperium baue ich für die römische Fantasie.
But I think if a country comes to the table and they're like, here's the agreement. This is what we're gonna fucking do. And I think it's fair. Some negotiators said it's fair, and everybody's gonna come together and enforce this. Not only the U.S. but also the Arab states are gonna come together with more than just a fucking letter, and we're gonna enforce this. I think eventually the region would follow. The Israelis and the Palestinians would follow. That's my feeling.
I just want to add one more thing to this discussion yet about the settlers. I personally don't agree with the claim of Stephen when you say that we want necessarily to expand maybe the territories or rather our control. I mean, I see it in Smotrich and maybe Ben Gvir's beliefs, maybe. Yeah, exactly. But the mandate, I think Doran will agree with me probably, is that we want peace no matter what. So if there was a case for a two-state solution, we would probably take it if there was a rational side on the other end with maybe Western values. We can say that, and we will have proper peace, and they would live in prosperity, and we don't give a fuck, to be honest.
And you could just have Jews live in their country, and nobody would care, right?
Yes, exactly.
But I would actually like to come back to what Destiny started his discussion with, because I don't want to get distracted. You had kind of 2 points there. The first point was you spoke about the overtures, like what Sadat did. I think it was a pretty good example to back your claim. And again, with the hypothetical of Hamas maybe releasing the hostages and kind of robbing some of the legitimacy of the war, some of it, not all of it. So what I would say to that is that there's a difference in the stakes that are involved, right? I mean, Sadat taking the risk with Israel, you're not putting the entirety of Egypt and its population in danger of essentially genocide, right? Whereas with Israel, it could very much spell just that. I mean, imagine a unilateral withdrawal from the West Bank, the same as was done from Gaza, and you have basically Gaza on steroids within like 15 years. And I don't think that I think even you wouldn't say that there's an extremely low probability of that happening, right? So that the stakes are just not the same. But I do think you brought up a fair point. But I think that for that reason, the comparison is somewhat lacking. And then
you're saying. Actually, real quick on that point, I actually feel I agree with you in the short term, but I feel the opposite in the long term. I feel like in the long term, I feel like the scary thing is eventually the kind of like the Western-backed Arab leaders won't be able to hold their population back anymore if the Palestinian-Israeli conflict continues to be protracted, and that continuing to kind of kick the can down the road is what's going to lead to this huge uprising. Whereas if there was some agreement in place, like I think we can all agree, again, regardless of even what the Arab citizens feel, most people are like, Saudi Arabians are happy to be in Saudi Arabia. The Gulf states, people in Qatar and the UAE, and even in Egypt, like these are relatively happy people that probably don't want to see the whole Middle East devolve into like a crazy holy geographic war or whatever. Like I think most people are fairly happy. And the idea that they would be so keen to look for a fight, I think that they would police their own a bit more if they saw like the Palestinians starting to get wild after an agreement had been made, is the feeling that I have. Whereas right now, if it keeps getting, kicked down the road over and over and over again, who's to say that the next October 7th or the next terrorist attack or whatever, wouldn't involve some kind of uprising from surrounding Arabs or from all the Arabs even living in Israel.
So 2 points on that. The first is when you talk about some sort of external policing, I think we have some historical precedents with the UN peacekeeping force in Sinai before the Six-Day War, right, before 67, and also with what happened in Lebanon, right, what's called UNIFIL. That's been not exactly a tremendous success, and I hope that...
When I say external, I meant from real quick, just from the Arab states. Fuck the UN. I don't think the UN is going to do anything.
Yeah, I think that it's too early for me to draw historical parallels, but maybe if we can have this talk again in 10 years, then we can look at Gaza and see how that pilot went, right? So something like that. So I don't have any precedents to keep discussing this, but I think that you've made a reference to another point that I think we would somewhat disagree on, and we could explore some ground in, and that is... it was hinted at in between the lines of what you said, that you believe, I think, please correct me if I'm wrong, I might have said it before, but that you think that the Abraham Accords were kind of a mistake to leave the Palestinians out or something like that. Do I have your opinion on that about right?
Yeah, I would say huge